Yes, greetings people, hello and all of that. Before we get into this video, do check out today's Rumble Only video featuring Piers Morgan, who somehow managed to catch a, how can I say this, a now outdated bug, which of course he had to share on the Twitter. Needless to say that Twitter's sphere was not exactly kind to him, and neither was I, the link is down below. But yes, Twitch, a cesspool of idiotic degeneracy. And frankly, the name of the platform adequately describes the convulsions of anything trying to make sense of their fucking TOS. Anyone who's been on Twitch knows it is the most censorious den of spastics around. I could never go on there and speak. My word, I would get banned within 48 hours, and I wouldn't even need to say anything spicy or even swear. Hell, I feel like I would get iced off the platform merely as some precaution. However, with Skin, they seem to be a bit more relaxed, especially when you can't actually see anything. I seem to recall like a year ago, wasn't there some chick that went viral for banging someone during a live stream, and she copped the ban for what, a week? And the reason for the lack of heavy-handedness, haha, was because there was nothing shown on camera, which apparently is not a violation of the TOS, which apparently explains this trend of appearing naked whilst not actually showing anything, or as I prefer to call it, the topless, which seems to have caused a bit of a stir with several commentators asking how does this not violate the TOS, and that these types of streamers are merely finding ways to skirt the TOS. I just detest this BS, in all honesty. This classist degeneracy is, if I'm honest, frankly getting kind of boring. As the saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt. At this point, I almost consider this BS like a gateway drug. Bloody gardening tools are freaking everywhere these days. And by the way, this one, I swear, the first thing that came to mind when I saw her is she looks like Candy Sucks from Vice City. Who finds this appealing? But of course, this is the internet, which means someone is going to be stupid enough to try and defend this BS and fail miserably at it. Enter the Serfs. Fitting name considering that describes their intellectual level to a freaking T. Peasantry. Shameless grifters of the lowest order. Does anyone remember when Lance was on Tim Pool and Tim mauled him when he said a pregnant woman smoking meth to end a pregnancy is bad, but going to Planned Parenthood to do the exact same thing is somehow totally fine? So when I see statements like this, society, your value as a woman is partially based on how attractive you are, makes money from people finding her attractive. Oh god, this is an example of societal collapse. I do actually think these people are sincerely that stupid. You don't need integrity, facts, or hell, even a shred of dignity. No. You just need an audience of unquestioning imbeciles who will follow your every word no matter how hard you fail or faceplant into the gutter. The key to success around here seems to literally just be cater to an audience like you're selling a product. Which is fine if you're selling something crafted, sure, but when it's mindless brain rot, I consider such peddling an act of despicable shamelessness. I consider this a form of drug dealing, really. Are you getting any smarter for consuming this kind of product? No. Then it's objectively bad. You won't get brain rot from consuming my content, I can tell you that much, although you might end up curious and ask some unusual questions about certain political perspectives, and naturally, of course, develop an affinity for Queen Victoria, God bless Lady Vicky. But let's get back to the tweet here, shall we? Society, your value as a woman is partially based on how attractive you are, makes money from people finding her attractive. Oh god, this is an example of societal collapse. Now see, in the mind of these peasants, value is measured purely in dollars, which is hilarious because these idiots all claim to hate capitalism, but their only measuring system is materialism. Interesting. I wonder if they will ever realize just how barbarically primitive their thinking actually is. I mean, the implication here being they actually agree with the original statement, but see no issue of morality in how it gets used for materialistic gain, or the consequences of these actions on a societal level, as if the concept of dignity and shame simply do not exist when the overall goal is to maximize profit at all cost. Said it before, they are perfectly fine with exploitation, as long as it is done willingly, and with no middlemen. Or at least not the ones that they can see, anyway. I mean, come on, Serfs, do you really think these gardening tools are actually adding value to society? And by what metric? Or they will say, who is it hurting, and conveniently ignore any metric that doesn't fit their worldview. Again, yay, feminism, women are more than just their bodies. And then proceed to use that as a justification to sell their bodies as an act of empowerment. Meanwhile, it tanks their self-esteem, and then they will scream misogyny when men do not find this behavior appealing or appropriate. Pattern recognition, boys, pattern recognition. And don't forget to check out the Rumble video, chaps. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.